Administrative law is a branch of public law. It is the law relating to the rule-making power of administrative bodies, the quasi-judicial functions of administrative agencies, legal liabilities of public authorities, and power of courts to supervise the administrative authorities. Administrative law governs the executives and ensures that the executive treats the public fairly. In this video, we are going to discuss the reasons of growth of administrative law. The first main reason is the concept of the welfare state. As the states changes their nature from legislative to police state and to that of the welfare state in 20th century, the traditional functions, that is taxing or defense, has undergone a drastic change. The governmental functions and activities powers also increased. There were felt necessity to regulate all these activities, and all these contents give rise to a separate branch of law, which is nothing but the administrative law. The second reason of growth is the inadequacy of legislature. The legislature has no time to legislate upon day to day with that of the ever-changing needs of the society. There is possibility that till legislature is called upon to make law, and by the time it was implemented, the needs would have been changed, because there may be the time lapse between the making of the law and the implementation of the law. The legislature cannot make the law on unforeseen events. It is the most important point. It would also become urgent to make rules, regulations, etc. Hence, the executives are given the power to legislate and use its discretionary power. Consequently, along with the conferred powers, there is a control mechanism to regulate the actions of the executives or administrative authorities. The third reason is the work burden on judiciary. Procedural technicalities make the court system slow and time consuming, also complex. This overburdens judiciary. Hence, it was felt that there should be quasi-judiciary authorities which can decide the matters relating to specific subjects. Hence, the concept of tribunals is included in the administrative law. Next reason is the administrative law is not codified, and hence there is always the scope of modification as per the requirements of the state. As rigid legislating procedures need not be followed again and again, there is always scope of experiment, and there is room for development of the administrative law. The fifth reason is the social reform. The social aspect has undergone a drastic change nowadays, and it is going on till today. To deal with more complex situations among daily life of the society, more and more laws are required, and hence it is give rise to the development of the administrative law. Next reason is the population. Growing population needs to administrate, and hence there is increase of the content of the administrative law. The next reason we are going to see is the implementation of regulatory measures. Administrative authorities implement regulatory measures in relation to industrial production, manufacture and distribution of essential commodities, and in this functioning, the rules, regulations, they are increasing day by day. The next reason is the state economy and framing of the policies. The administrative authorities frame national policies and plan for achieving goals which have to be completed completed as per the Constitution of India. And while following these duties, the scope of the administrative goes on increasing. The next reason is the preventive measures. Administrative authorities also implement preventive measures like licensing of the liquor shops and rate fixings. In such preventive measures, further the notifications, rules, regulations, then circulars, all these things are going on increasing, and hence the administrative law is also expanding. Increasing demand is the last reason we are going to see. Many defining rights of citizens was not many rights are not sufficient nowadays, and while solving the problems of the citizens, the various legal principles are going on increasing, and hence in these efforts the scope of the administrative law is growing.